Previously on The Rookies.
There's a lot of pressure on him. You know, they call his nickname is The Pick.
I mean, I look at myself like a big brother to him. I just tell him a lot of times about my rookie year.
We ain't never had a rookie do that. For me, from my standpoint,
I don't understand.
You got a 17, and it's got to be under a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NBA Draft.
I'm ready, man. Let's do it. Come on, Rook.
So his name to me is Rook. It's just Rook.
Young rookie. Some call me Rook.
I had to be the first one in the gym, obviously.
Carry lunch bags in the morning.
Initiation, part of sports.
He's not a rookie. He can't be a rookie. He's not human. Forget about being a rookie.
Son, do you know what the term "do not disturb" on the phone means?
Life on the road in the NBA. You're making your way from city to city, hotel to hotel, living out of your suitcase. Sometimes you even forget what city you're in. It can be tough on any player, but especially the guys who haven't been through it before, the rookies.
Life changed overnight. People don't realize that you're traveling night in and night out. You're going to every city in the United States, not used to being away from home.
The toughest part is to travel. You find yourself arriving and playing in 4 different cities and 5 different nights.
This is a great weather rack. This ain't like Phoenix.
Traveling is the main thing. I mean, you know, you're on the road 41 games out of the season away from home. And, you know, it can get to you a little bit, long road trips. But
9 days, still can't believe it. So, I'm going to Indiana right now, then to Toronto, then Syracuse and Portland back to back. I don't know who scheduled that.
Whether you're a veteran or a rookie, the adjustment never gets any easier. All that travel can really wear down your body and your mind. And when you're on the road, every new city can bring a set of new challenges.
The shower, it can't even reach my face. So what I gotta do, bend my head, bend my knees to take a shower. So by the time I finish taking a shower, I might have a cramp. Who knows?
it's kind of like a business. You just come and take care of business, play the games, get your rest, and go to another city.
I pass my head here, maybe, I would say maybe every road trip, I hit my head in this stuff here.
They use the airplane mostly as kind of a home away from home and just a place to relax between games. And that's what we try to make it for them, just a comfortable ride and a place they can kind of kick back. Frankly, I don't envy their schedule when they're on the road because it's a tough schedule. It's every bit I think, as much flight time as we do on our normal jobs.
But back in the day, there were no team charters or private planes. Players had to deal with connecting flights, sitting in coach, even carrying their own bags. And it made those long road trips feel even longer.
Back in the old days, when we flew commercial, we'd be sitting beside these little old ladies, these little old fat guys. That was really tough because we had to catch the first flight out of town. And you know, sitting in coach is no joke.
When I played, they just threw you in the back. And a lot of times you were jammed in between 2 or 3 people, a crying baby right in your lap nearly.
I just remember getting to the hotel around 11 or 12. A lot of people haven't checked out, and so I was always the last man to get a room, so a lot of times I was sleeping on the couch.
These days, the NBA road is a lot smoother.
Always chicken, some form of chicken. Chicken finger, chicken wing, chicken breast, fried chicken, barbecue chicken, all types of chicken. I want some steak.
Once you start flying private, it's just like night and day. You get a lot more sleep. You get a great meal.
I want some filet mignon, some Chateaubriand, some lobster tail, some salmon, something like that. But we all right up here.
It may seem like a grind, but with all that time on the road, players get a chance to come together as a team.
The hardest part about traveling is probably packing. You know, you have to pack a lot, especially for this trip, like a 10-day trip. Unless you're like Matt, he wears the same thing every day. So
I got 1 pair of jeans and 10 shirts.
No questions. and 5 pair of underwear. You wear
right.
5 days you wear underwear, the other days you don't wear.
5 days I wear underwear and I turn them inside out the next 5 days.
Ooh, that's smart. I gotta try that. I gotta try that.
Most people, you know, their job is painful and things like that, man, but I think playing a sport is the greatest thing in the world. You know, people say I always act like I'm having fun. I should have fun. I've had one of the greatest lives a person could have.
Coming up next, we'll follow J.R. Smith as he hits New York, right across the river from where he grew up, learning the importance of hard work from his dad.
If you work like a kid, you get paid like a kid. Work like a man, you get paid like a man. As simple as that.
The Hornets hit New York with a 3-29 record, and they're sinking like a lead balloon. But that hasn't dragged down J.R. Smith. He's a rookie on the rise.
Davis. Oh, my goodness! That was sick, wicked, and nasty. J.R. Smith.
He sets up the slam dunk. And he that was J.R. Smith again, having his personal slam dunk contest.
Davis. PD on the fly. Great pass to Brown. Oh, and J.R. Smith with the follow. In explosive fashion.
Things are looking up for J.R., who's fresh out of high school and is now getting a new perspective on life in the NBA.
There's a lot of temptations out there. Some are good, some bad. Just try to stay away from the bad. It's hard especially for an 18-year-old, 19-year-old dude. I think that's what people are talking about most, like why high school players shouldn't be allowed in the NBA, or they're trying to put an age limit on it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why, I think, because they worry about off the court is more than on the court. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. All right.
It's time for JR to start his night out on the town. He makes plans to catch up with a friend who happens to be a New York Knick and a fellow rookie.
Mr. Trevor Ariza. Dude, this is New York City. You're not parking in the middle of the street. Woo! It's a 645. See, that's how these Cali cats do it, man. Man, all I got is a Chrysler 300. My pops won't let me spend my money. Nah, that's the one thing he told me, man. That's one thing he's not gonna let me do is just spend my money on nothing. It's hard not to be able to get what you want, especially when you can afford it.
But this being New York, he doesn't mind taking a few liberties.
Oh, yeah. Nobody else got these but the tri-state area. New York, Jersey, nobody else. Junk food. Junk food. That's all I eat, junk food. Man, every time I look in my pocket, I got extra money. I think it's a little leprechaun in my pocket that be giving me extra money. Gotta thank that dude when I catch him.
Even though it's the city that never sleeps, it's time for this 19-year-old to check in, but not to his room.
What up, Jay?
What's up, Bob? Bob, why does this dude have a 645 BMW coupe? He got that in a Hummer now.
Who?
Trevor.
Trevor Ariza?
Yeah, this is his first year. He a rookie.
Oh, he's a rookie?
Yeah. Come on.
I'm around the corner.
Can I get a car?
A what?
Can I get a 645?
Goodbye. I'll call you when I get home.
All right.
Home for the Smith family is right across the river from Manhattan, but it's really worlds apart.
He knows nothing about the city. He lived right here in Millstone all his life. Clarksburg, New Jersey. It's a great place to raise your kids.
The Smith kids were raised in a strict household where their father Earl was always about substance over style.
This ain't just for show. This is a work truck. And it runs.
Big Earl Smith has hard work in his blood and made sure he passed it along to his kids.
If you work like a kid, you get paid like a kid. Work like a man, you get paid like a man. As simple as that. So I did the exact same thing to them as my father did to me.
JR rode around in that truck for years, learning how to use his hands. But his mom knew from day one that his destiny was bigger than that.
He weighed 10 pounds and 5 ounces and was 23 and a half inches long. I knew something was going to be different about him. When he came home from the hospital, my mother-in-law gave him cereal because she said he was starving. I mean, like, you never heard of a baby at a week old having cereal. And then he just kept growing and growing and growing. We would honestly have to carry around his birth certificate because no one believed he was his age.
His athletic talent grew just as fast, and he took his hoop skills to St. Benedict's Prep in Newark under prominent coach Danny Hurley, who knows talent when he sees it.
Let's go! Slow down, see the cross screen, read it. Hold up on the line, let's go. Frank, let's go! Get the cones. Go get it! Rotate out!
He was on a team his first year with 10 or 11 Division I prospects, and he was the guy that you watched. He stood out.
When he stepped on the floor, he lit the place up. And he played in a way with a flair and a flamboyance that sucked people in to the experience.
His ability to finish is got to be legendary around the state.
He loved to shoot threes, but he couldn't keep backing up or he'd be in row 3 of the bleachers.
I mean, I can remember being on the court with him and just being in awe.
He's just got something about him that, like, guys that are really, really special have, where they just, take it to another gear.
Word began to spread, and soon JR was getting national hype. He was one of the hottest prospects in the country, and the recruiters were coming after him hard.
Boxes and boxes of letters. I mean, from every college, everywhere.
Here's one from Syracuse. Probably been exaggerating. We have about 3,000 basketball letters. It's ridiculous.
But all those letters went unread. He always dreamed of wearing Carolina blue, like his idol. But it wasn't just the colleges that wanted JR, and he made a decision that would change his and his family's lives forever, despite the critics.
Everybody said, oh, these kids should go to school, this and that. Yeah, right. Let your kid make $1 million and see if you send him to school.
He absolutely made the right decision. In my mind, there's no doubt. Sometimes with the team struggling the way it struggled in New Orleans, I wonder whether he wonders about it sometimes.
You go from always playing to not playing at all. I mean, you start to regret a lot. A lot of stuff isn't what it cracked up to be, but I mean, a lot of guys would kill to be in my position. But that's why you gotta cherish every moment that you're here. I mean, because you never know when it could be taken away from you.
Kind of a homecoming of sort. What's it mean to you to play in the Garden?
As you see the pictures on the wall, I mean, every great performer has played here or performed here. So it's a great deal for me.
Shoot it straight, big guy.
Smith is going to have to put it up, just gets it off in time and nails the 3. And Hornets lead is back up to 8.
This is one night JR's been waiting for. It's not just his Garden debut, he's made the starting lineup. But he's still just a rookie learning on the job, and the vets know just how to take advantage.
Nice move from Stephon Marbury.
Hey, JR! You can't leave him! Make it work, JR!
Smith way off the mark.
Good Boston, JR. Coming off the swing on the other side.
It's a constant learning process for a rook who gets benched, but each night gives him something to build on. And it doesn't take long for a 19-year-old to bounce back, especially after a win.
This is our team. The last 2 nights, the last 5 games, this is what we're all about. And we got to continue to build on it. We can't be satisfied with 2 in a row.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3, together.
Great job.
All right, baby. All right.
There's always got to be a significant kid in you to be able to play the game. It's a kid's game. Once the kid disappears from you, it's no fun to do it anymore. I hope he stays a kid for years.
Up next, 2 other rookies find the road leads right back home. Devin Harris and Andre Iguodala.
How are you? Good game. Good game. I know y'all got years.
How about we just step out?
Winning a championship, take everything you got. Sacramento, they thought it was the year, but I'm telling you it's not. Vlade said if we don't have home court advantage, we won't win.
What?
Flotty, are you stupid? I'll tell you time again. You need to go when they know your name. It's the Lakers, we know how to play the game. You said that we would win at your place. Guess what? Kobe dunked it in your face. You need to go where people know your name.
In Dallas, Devin Harris has taken a seat on the emotional roller coaster that every rookie has to ride.
It worked well for the first couple games, 20 games that I started, it worked well. But then as we started to lose a little bit, it kind of fell through.
He was an NBA Rookie of the Western Conference Rookie of the Month for the month of November. But after that, it seemed like he hit a rookie wall, and he's been sputtering ever since.
He was put on the bench after 15 or 20 games. His passing has been hit and miss, but that's probably what got him landed on the bench originally, was not being able to make the right pass at the right time.
The Mavs have picked Devin as the starting point guard to replace Steve Nash, and now he'll have to earn it all over again.
It's been tough on him. I mean, to get the starting job right away and then getting pulled back, that's exactly the same thing that happened to me.
It was tough. I didn't really know how to respond. There was a lot of DNPs and played little minutes. You're not going to play well every night. You go through some stretches where you're not going to play well. It's how you respond to it. I mean, it's a very long season. A lot of ups and downs, and now is one of those down points.
As the season heads into the winter months, the Sixers are playing most of their games on the road.
Philadelphia is starting the 7-game trip tonight.
And for Andre Iguodala, learning the road routine is just another phase of his rookie education.
Game starts at 7, we have to be out there at 5 o'clock. We get 15 minutes to shoot, so you got to go hard, break a sweat, get as many shots in as possible. And then after that, the vets come in. And then you don't want to take their time. You take their time, you got to hear their mouths all the time.
He's a good rookie. We wouldn't trade him for anything in the world.
Hey, man, I traded for a soda pop, a bologna sandwich, and a bag of chips.
In Charlotte, they're up against the league's #2 draft pick, Emeka Okafor, who's already won Rookie of the Month honors. But Andre is the one who ends up making the big plays down the stretch.
Rebound tip, Iguodala off and in.
The Sixers escaped Charlotte with a close win, but there's not much time to celebrate. They got to head right out of town.
Traveling, that's the toughest thing to get adjusted to because you can't get prepared for that. You can be in D.C. and you play Boston next, and then this is all in 1 week, and you're like, where we going next? Where we going next? Where we going next?
Underneath, what a feed there to Iguodala. He puts it up and in, count it.
Sixers on the run. Nice pass. Iguodala down on
We won our last 5 out of 6 road games, so we're kind of on a road streak. We're playing well. Oh, Happy New Year's to everybody out there, too.
But sometimes holidays can just be another day on the road.
That was my first time, really going out for New Year's. There wasn't really much you can do. If it's the night before a game, I'm in early, like 11 o'clock, and that's the latest. It's easier to be in a city where you don't know anybody because you just sit back in your room and chill out.
Sometimes you get in a little bit late. Don't get as much sleep as you would like to, but being on the road, just some of the perks you got to take to it. And we stay in nice hotels, but in the end, they all look the same. But it's something you got to go through. We're in New York City. It's for a reason outside. Do some shopping. Try not to get frostbit.
But when the Mavericks take on the Knicks, Devin's game is still just as cold as the bitter New York winter. He can't seem to recapture the form that had him riding high early in the season.
Well, I think a lot was given to him early. I don't know if he truly had earned the right of being a starter that early on.
Throughout the night, Devin kept on struggling, and even after the game ended, the ordeal of being a rookie continued.
Brooke, when you finish, there's a Marquise jet bag in there that I need you to get to my seat on the plane. Wow.
Rookie duties.
Things were about to take a different turn for Devin in a city where he could do no wrong. Charlotte Bobcats are heading on their first trip to the West Coast, and Emeka Okafor will get a serious taste of what the road is all about.
A game away from home, I guess. Sleeping in a different bed. I've been doing it so long, but you're always used to busting out or flying here, flying there, playing away from home, playing different courts and venues. So you just get used to it, and it's just another day at the office, basically.
Can you zoom in on that Connecticut basketball? He wears that sweatshirt so everybody can know who he is, because it lets everybody know he went to Connecticut. That's how pathetic he's come to.
Yeah, everybody gets along great. We all love each other's company. That's where you get a lot of funny moments when everybody just on the bus, kind of yapping back and forth with each other. Instead of hanging out at home, we hanging out on the road.
We just have a good time out here on the road. Yeah. Everybody enjoying themselves.
And when you have a group of guys that like each other a lot, you get that family, feel.
The real family atmosphere will come when the team gets to Houston. That's Emeka's hometown. And a lot of people want to come out and see him play. But that means coming up with a whole lot of tickets.
How many are we going to need total? Because right now we have 10.
43.
They'll all be in that section, so they'll all be surrounding one another. They're going to be holding up signs.
A lot of people call asking for tickets, but I had to put up with it and shell it out.
What's up, man? What's going on? I'm about to get ready to go to the game. Are you trying to get one? All right, so I'm gonna leave a ticket under your name at will call. So just yeah, you have your ID. Yes. Who's this person? That's my childhood friend.
With all the personal details out of the way, it's time to focus on the business at hand, the game against the Rockets.
16 from UConn, number 50, Emeka Okafor.
I have to treat it like another game, to tell the truth. If I get too worked up and antsy, that's just gonna mess everything up.
Emeka saved one of his best games for his Houston homecoming.
Now he has it stripped by Brevin Knight. Okafor takes off the other way for the slam. Early they would penetrate. Okafor says, get that stuff out of here.
Oh, yeah. He didn't have a prayer then.
And he leads the Bobcats to their first road win of the season.
This is your first game as a pro back in your hometown, Houston. What's most memorable about this night?
We won, first time back, first win. Can't complain. We had too many close games that we had no choice but to win this. So it's a matter of time.
I mean, he came in here in front of family and friends, and he played his heart out and led the Bobcats to their first road victory. It was exciting.
I just feel really proud of him. He's doing a really great job. He has a great heart. He's a good person. Basketball is just a fraction of who he is, but he's a good guy.
Now the Bobcats are off to L.A. For Emeka, that means another family reunion.
All right, I gotta go. My pops was walking in. My dad's a character. My dad is a character.
They're gonna see Emeka's sister out at UCLA, but the ride over there becomes a real adventure.
He said, always fear for my life when I hop in the car. I'm like, okay, why are you in the car? Why drive with me? Why don't you ever take the wheel? Where am I going? No matter what happens, he will find something. Going too fast, going too slow. You're not keeping fit. You see it? I said it, Dad. Come on, man. I'm like, come on, man. Can you just not say anything for the whole ride? Look at this boy. What's wrong with you? Making him laugh, Dad. Calm down. I saw the traffic that's in there. I love him, though. Hey, guy. This is my seedling right here. What is it, man? Seedling, I said. Sister, sibling, however you want to put it. My sister is my confidant, I guess.
This is it. This is where I live.
Wow. Wow! What a great room, man.
And I have a certain somebody that you'll recognize on my wall.
Huh?
Yay!
Dunk on the baby.
I like his expression the best.
Get in there. We're so close in age. We're 3.5 years apart. Been through a lot with that girl. Her first year dorm room and my first year dorm room are like night and day. This is nice. You can breathe, it's clean, it smells good.
They don't televise a lot of the Bobcats game out here, so I just go online and I follow the play-by-plays on NBA.com. So I know what's going on if I can't see it.
It's nice that she does, She better paying damn tuition, killing me. It's not funny. It really is killing me. UCLA is not a cheap place at all. What a big brother's for, right?
But the game against the Lakers was a far cry from the one in Houston. Emeka hurt his ankle in the fourth quarter, forcing him to miss the rest of the game and the next two as well.
It's weird as it could be, it could be. Like yesterday, Utah game, my first game sitting out, and I'm watching the coach go up and down, waiting for him to hear my name. And I look down to him in street clothes and realizing that my name's not gonna get called, so I don't know, it's weird.
And the road trip that started so well ends up in doubt. Emeka doesn't know when he'll be able to get back on the court.
Nick twisted his ankle. It's his first injury of the NBA, so I hope he recovers good, but he should be all right. You notice he ain't carrying my bag,
With the Sixers in Chicago, Illinois native Andre Iguodala can see some old faces and take care of business.
I got a guy coming here in Philly, but, it's nothing like getting a haircut, close back home. Because on the road, you don't know where to go to get a haircut.
My family's close, they come see the game. So I know a lot of people here that I can just come back and, go out to eat with. And just knowing that there's a support even though you're on the road.
We're going to represent Andre. We're there for him.
Even in this tough Chicago crowd. I mean, we tough too. Let's go, Sixers! Let's go!
But this could be a long night for the Sixers. They got to deal with Ben Gordon, who's been one of the league's hottest rookies.
Gordon again. Oh, Ben is lighting it up here.
All right, defense!
It turns out to be one of Philly's worst games of the season, as the Bulls blow them out by 32.
How are you?
Good game. Good game. I know y'all got cheers.
Devin Harris is also feeling at home on the road. The Mavericks are in Milwaukee, the city where he grew up and became a college star.
It feels good to come back home, but on another note, it's kind of coming here, to win a basketball game, and that's my first focus. You want to play well. Everybody wants to play well when they go home. The cold I don't miss, but it's a little weird coming back.
With his struggles this season, he could use a lift. And he gets it from the hometown fans and family who come out to cheer him on.
He's come a long way, and he's always played hard. He has a passion for basketball, too, which growing up he had a passion for basketball.
Yeah,
and you can see it in him.
And, they're all excited. They got something first to the family to make something of myself this way. So it's good to have that kind of family support.
He's about the quietest one that I have. He never raises his voice. He don't look like you get him upset, He just takes things as they come. Growing up, every time you see him little, he'd have some kind of ball. At the park across the street from him. He would clean off the snow, take the snow shovel, go and clean that snow off, and then they would go out there and shoot balls.
He often got overlooked out here because a lot of guys were good out here. But I mean, the one thing that he did do that a lot of people didn't was keep working, not really listening when people downed him, and he got where he needed to be.
Growing up, I was probably the last guy to be picked, and it didn't sit very well with me. Just being uncoordinated, running into people. So that was tough. Being always a klutz.
The thing with him is he always improved in the area of explosiveness. And then he worked hard at his moves and his jump shot. But of course, everybody was like, look at that body. He's well balanced in life, and he's a reliable young man, and because of his parents. They were always supportive of him.
Let's go, Dev. Come on. Don't worry about it. It's a great feeling. It really is. Something that he wanted for a long time. He worked hard to get it, and, there he is.
Devin Harris? Yes.
Coming home couldn't have come at a better time. Off the bench, Devin played some of his best ball in weeks, and helped the Mavs beat the Bucks.
The way he came out tonight, he was focused. I seen him working on his tickets earlier. He had 40, 50 tickets to fill out, but he still came out and did his job. And a big key for us to winning tonight.
How about we just step out?
Definitely just seeing that many people, excited to see me and still interested in what I'm doing after I left is it's very pleasing.
So happy. I love him. I'm shaking.
I'm
so
shaking
happy.
with, oh my God, I'm shaking with excitement. We've been planning this
Like,
since last summer.
Yeah, they don't see your practices, and they definitely don't see these late walks to your hotel room at 3 o'clock in the morning. You are here. I'm following them. Another day, another glamorous life in the NBA. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I need some sleep.
As for Andre, he's on to the next stop. And it's on the road where the Rooks take the most heat from their teammates.
It hasn't been that bad for me. I was watching something on NBA TV. J.R. Smith had to run for something. I was like, oh, he got it kind of bad.
You get a lot of the young jokes, a young fella, you too young to be hurt, you too young to have your knees hurting. You should be able to run all day and play.
We get him to carry the balls for us, like run little errands for us. He got to bring us breakfast on game day. Allen don't feel like doing something, I do it. It ain't that hard, but I'm only a rookie, so I got to do everything by myself.
Like his main chore when the Sixers are on the road, Andre has to get up extra early to be the team valet.
I got to go to the equipment guy's room and get the bags, the shoes and practice gear, pass it out to everybody at their doors.
He does have. I have 2 rookies, then they'll do the whole thing.
It's kind of tough with being the only rookie. Right?
Yeah, he's lucky he has me. Most guys will make him do it all.
Every time I hear my bag thrown against the door, I'm just like, that's not me,
The guys give me a hard time, telling me I'm a rookie, and they just crack jokes on me. But when we get on the court, I'm competing so hard with them. It's like, good job, rookie. They really can't say anything too bad about me. I think I just earned the players' respect, and they've taken me in, and they've helped me more than anything.
The Sixers caravan keeps rolling to L.A., but this road leads to a loss in the game against the Clippers.
There's a travel on Iguodala. He has really had a tough ball game.
Yes.
And things will soon get even tougher. The Sixers are off to Dallas to face Devin Harris and the Mavericks. But Devin's not the guy Andre's worried about.
I'll be guarding Jerry Stackhouse. I watched him a lot when I wasn't even in high school yet. And I watched him play with Carolina, so he's one of those players I watched a lot growing up.
But this night belongs to the student as Andre and the Sixers knock off the Mavs.
So the Philadelphia 76ers, playing without Allen Iverson, have come to Dallas and stunned the Mavericks.
We need all of our kind of novices, if you will, to play extremely aggressive every time they get a chance to be on the basketball court. And they did tonight, and as a result, they're going to get on a plane very happy.
Where to next?
Where are we going next?
Home against Indiana on Monday.
Home against Indiana on Monday.
Meanwhile, in Phoenix,
How come you choose to eat in your room and not in the restaurant? Privacy.
it's an off day on the road for Devin, but the routine stays the same. He likes the solitude of his hotel room, and after joining his teammates at practice, he heads back for a quiet night, taking his mind off the hoops before he gets ready for tomorrow night against Phoenix, the best team in the West.
Big D on 3. It's a big one. Let's go. Big D on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big D. What?
Go, man.
With the Mavs playing the Suns, Devin faces Steve Nash, the man he was brought in to replace. He had his hands full trying to stop him. But Devin rose to the challenge, putting on a show of his own.
Harris scoops it home off the bench. Harris. Oh! You know what? He's not playing like a rookie type.
Devin now has played 2 good games in a row, and he still made too many rookie errors, but he's getting better every day.
Hey, it's all coming together, Just being aggressive and a little bit more leeway I got. Just going out there trying to make some things happen.
But Devin's trip still isn't over yet. Next stop, All-Star Weekend.
Sending on the road trip, heading to Denver.
at practice tomorrow for the rookie game. Tomorrow night, rookie game is looking to have some fun. I'll see y'all guys in Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the official spokesman of the group Shy,
S-H-Y.
S-H-Y, here's Shy, folks.
First time that I saw you around nice, your lips said hello, and I said hi. I knew right then. Y'all know the word.
It's been a hectic ride for the rookies from one city to the next. But sometimes their road trips lead to the same place. Two rooks with different personalities meet in New Orleans, Andre Iguodala and J.R. Smith.
You want something to eat? You want some pancakes? I'll hook you up real quick. I gotta go throw him something in real quick. Normally he would go to Wendy's.
For Earl Smith, father of J.R., he's putting his job as a Mason on hold and working on his new role, overseeing everyday life for his young son.
You know, my main thing is focusing on him, make sure he eat right, gets up, you know, in time, you know, like 2-3 hours before practice, get to practice, do his thing, come back home. Where do you got to go next? Because he's still a kid.
Oh, I SpongeBob last night.
They don't know how to tell you, well, Dad, I got a interview here. I got to meet somebody over here. They do the exact same thing the little kids do.
Where my slippers at, man? I'm ready for the game.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
It's a SpongeBob slipper. Actually, it's half the size of his feet.
I don't think they sell those in adult sizes.
They don't.
It's for a reason.
I'm not an adult, though.
You saw the movie?
Mm-hmm.
In the theater?
He was looking at me like, what are you doing here? Like, I'm the same thing you doing here. I'm watching the show.
Keeping tabs on JR is a full-time job for Earl. And if there's anyone who questions his motives, well, he just doesn't care.
They can say what they want. If I'm mooching off my son, if that's what you want to call it, fine. Because he mooched off me for 19 years. So now it's my turn to mooch for 19 years.
Oh, what the hell keep that going?
It's 4:30.
It's 4:30?
Yes, time to go.
I ordered this again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Put something on. You got to get out of here. It's time to leave.
All right.
Most players enjoy the flavor of the Big Easy when they head to New Orleans. Even straight-laced Andre Iguodala can't resist checking out the scene.
I really don't go out too much. I just chill in the room, stay focused on the game. Usually pretty tired coming in off a long road trip or just get off the plane, so that jet lag kind of catch up to you. So I just pretty much chill in the room or maybe go out and get something to eat.
It's Andre's 21st birthday, so he heads out with teammate Samuel Dallenberg. But he's steering clear to nightlife, even though he's now an adult.
Yeah, I really didn't realize it was my birthday until like yesterday when I was like, oh, Friday is the 28th. So it didn't hit me really until everybody kept telling me.
All that stuff will catch up to you if you try to go too hard, try to party, try to do too much.
It's good to have fun, but that really ain't me too much, just going out and just, you know, partying. I mean, all that loud stuff, you know, that's not really me a whole lot, just to go out and just, you know, go to a bar or something like that. That ain't me. There's a lot of things to do out here to get yourself in trouble, but I mean, you gotta take care of business tomorrow, and that's what it's all about, going to work.
Andre will have his work cut out for him guarding fellow rookie J.R. Smith. He's 3 years older than J.R., and he's impressed with what he sees.
J.R. Smith, that's my man. He spent a lot of time with a lot of rookies, you know, this summer and at the draft, different things like that, so I wish him all the best. I wish our whole rookie class the best, you know, because you want your class to be known as one of the best classes.
See this rookie here? He's a non-defender.
I defend just like you.
It's been a few weeks since he struggled in New York, but JR is still getting schooled by NBA veterans, and the coaches won't let him forget it.
I know if I see Rod Strickland ever go around you again, I'm gonna throw up. Not him. He old as I am, Rook. I only got him by about 3 years.
You're gonna go with Iguodala, and what they do with him is over here, quick tip, where they come off this pin, and he want a tight curl. So you just got to be prepared for.
You working today, man?
This guy.
You working today?
To go at you. Now you got to start playing some defense and get people off of it. So just be prepared for it, all right?
The battle of the rookies is a subplot as the Hornets go for a rare win against the Sixers team fighting for the playoffs.
200 shot clock. Smith got it from 3, falling out of bounds.
JR gets off the first shot, but then Andre comes in to steal the show. And he's the one making the plays that end up on the highlight reels.
Oh, man, what a dunk by Iguodala. He comes out smiling. Smith rattles it down from 3. That's pretty nice, too.
Now the game is down to the final seconds. It's the Hornets up by 3, but the Sixers have the ball with one last shot.
Corliss Williamson. Williamson gets it in the corner. Corner for 3. He got it! He got it! Unbelievable! You were right. And it has tied it up.
This game is heading into overtime, where JR and the Hornets managed to pull it out.
Shot clock to 6. Jacobson for 3! Oh, yeah! And that's going to do it. Stick out, plays out the clock, and the Hornets hold on in a very dramatic ball game.
So even though Andre had a good game in his matchup with JR, the night still has a bittersweet finish.
Tough loss, you know, we should have won the game, so kind of sour. We didn't come out to play in the first half, you know, we just a little slouchy, didn't play well, so I mean, you're obviously going to be upset if you don't play well.
As for J.R. Smith, his Hornets may have won the game, but he still isn't walking away satisfied.
I ain't do nothing to make a highlight, so that's all I want. I scored 4 points. They give me dunks, I'm happy. I traded 30 for the highlights, especially if it's on somebody.
Next time on NBA Rookie.
Oh! But no one has ever done this in a dunk contest.
No. It's off to Denver for All-Star Weekend.
We had 5 games last week.
We had 3 games in 3 different time zones in 4 days.